How's it going? I'm Corey Hill. I started an FFA about a year and a half ago. Um, yeah, probably April of 2008 is when I started. I was began. I was a national champion in Taekwondo, and I was really successful that on the junior Olympic side. And then got into the music, kind of fell off and burnt out of training every single day in Taekwondo. And I had already seen the UFC one and a couple of them. I was a big fan of the UFC, and I kind of knew that Taekwondo, from real life applications of trying to use it in fights, and just seeing it firsthand against other martial arts, wasn't really the most effective tool. So I really started focusing on my music. I used to compete at Taekwondo at 135 pounds. Now, next thing you know, 10 years later, at least 10 years later, I'm easily 225 pounds, 230 pounds. Not of muscle, just of fat, very unhealthy, going to the hospital, emergency rooms probably about 6 times a year, the bills stacking up on that, seeing doctors trying to figure out what's wrong with me. And it really was just my lifestyle, very unhealthy lifestyle. It's a product of the fast food era, fast food baby, quick fixes, just not whole foods, not very healthy foods, fast food. And it kind of caught up to me with all the Coke, the Coca-Cola and all that stuff. Kind of just took a toll on my body for the worst. And finally I had a good friend of mine, come into my life, and he kind of show me, yo, this is why you're doing wrong. And he kind of got me off of death style into a lifestyle, started getting me into training, and I got into FFA. This was one of the schools that he heard about training wise, and I went to FFA and I joined. Now I can speak a lot good about FFA because a lot of people, they've only joined one school and that's all they really know. But, when I got into my health phase, I really got real crazy about this. And, it was 3 days, and there's a real method to the science. A lot of people that are not experienced into it don't really understand the toll that MMA fighting puts on your body. So, when I first signed up, they were like, it's only 3 days a week, and me being like a fiend for activity, in my head I thought that wasn't enough. So I even went out and joined another school, American Top Team, and and I had the pleasure of training on both. And what I noticed was just that I was getting a crazier workout in the FFA side, and I was being really sore. And on the American Top Team, it was still a good workout, but just something led me to if I'm really tough and I'm feeling this in 3 days of class, and this is not even the strong class. Just imagine how it would be when I go into CAP. And sure enough, when I went, I got promoted to the CAP Combat Athletes program here. It was true, the coaches are really good. My main coach is Enrico Coco. He's Abu Dhabi U.S. Champion. He's one of the best grapplers, soon to be UFC fighter. I take great pride in working with him, and I also have coach with our friend Ruiz, who's a great coach and great fighter as well as the Avians, David and Marcos, who teach the 830 class that I'm privileged enough to attend. And it's very, just the community, the family here, the bond, that we've stuck together. It's not just given here. You can't just, it's not like a school where you just get thrown into the wolves. They really carry you along the right way. They know a little more about it than you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta trust in their judgment, and they're head on right. And especially with the new curriculum that they're doing and the testing, it's really beneficial and strong. FFAcoach.com is really useful, as well as FFA Space. But the FFA Coach, I feel, is a really good tool. The video curriculum is a must to watch, and a must to practice. It just makes training for the techniques that you're going to be tested on at that much easier. And it's just a really good privilege to train at this school. You know, it's great training. It's a great facility. You know, not many schools have. I don't know of any school, especially the one I went to, ATT in Doral, that don't have gyms. You know, they got a full-fledged gym in here. They got open mat, you know, all the time, from 10 p.m. at night to 10 in the morning, and it's open on the weekends. I mean, everything about this place is just really good. The people, the staff, the students, the coaches, and I really think anybody who's signing up, really wanting to get an experience, this is a school to do it at. And I strongly support and recommend FFA for anybody who's serious about getting into mixed martial arts. Okay? Thank you.